Hello, welcome to Yoga with Rach. I'm Rach, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to have a little look at whether we're a forward folder or a backbender. So we're going to have a little play. We're slowly moving through baby wild thing and into a variation of head to knee pose or head towards the knee pose with a lovely side stretch. So we're just going to start seated, so just finding a comfortable seat. You might even have yourself propped up on a block just to give yourself that little extra height to release the lower back. Hands might rest into the lap or onto the knees. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feel free to close the eyes as you bring your awareness to your breath. So maybe you've come into this practice knowing that you're not necessarily fond of either back bends or forward folds. Maybe you prefer one over the other. Maybe you feel that you need to work on both. They can be really challenging, back bends, especially if we're hunched over all day, if we're sat driving or sat at a desk and we're always rounding through the upper back. Back bends require us to keep the shoulders relaxed and open through the chin, the throat, the chest, and sort of opening into the belly. Forward folds, we might have restriction into the hips, the lower back, hamstrings, hip flexors can be tight, and even to the top of the hips, this lovely sideways stretch. So we're going to have a go with a variation of that. See which one feels more accessible for you. So from here, we're going to extend the right leg out, and we're going to have the right heel just off of the outside edge of the mat. Left knee is bent, so the knees straight out to the sides. We're keeping the hips nice and square, and we've got the left foot right up by the right thigh. We can keep the right toes flexed, the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. So with baby wild thing, we use opposite arm and leg as opposed to regular wild thing where we use both the same side. So this one may feel a bit strange, but it's a nice variation to come into because there's a couple of different stages we can work on. So from here, we're going to take the left hand behind us, make sure there's a bit of a gap between your hand and your hip. And we can either be on the fingertips, the fist, or the palm of the hand. And we're going to reach the right arm up and lift the chin, and that might be your back bend, just giving yourself this lift as you open through the chin, the throat, the chest, the belly. Or from here, we might push through the right heel from the left foot all the way up through the shin to the left knee and in through that left hand to lift the tailbone up. We can still keep this little arch and lift as we look up towards the ceiling. Or from here we can start to drape that right arm over the crown of the head and arching back. And you might be looking out to the side, so we might start to look towards the back. From here we're going to slowly lower all the way down. And we're going to find that forward fold. So we're going to place the right arm onto the right leg. You might be on the thigh, you might be just past the knee on the shin. We're going to reach the left arm out behind us, up above the head, and find your left ear with the top of your left arm. So we're not overly reaching towards that right foot. Some of us might be up here, some of us in time might start to bring that left hand to the right foot. Make sure you're looking to the left, so you're drawing your right ear down towards the right knee. And we're going to slowly lift. Take your time as you place the left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Tailbone can stay on the mat. We might lift the tailbone up, or from here we might arch back, finding that baby wild thing. Check you're not holding your breath. When you're ready, we slowly lower down, place the right arm onto the right leg, sweep the left arm up and over, starting to find your ear rather than focusing on reaching towards the foot. Slowly we lift, left hand down, right arm lifts, maybe we lift the tailbone, maybe we arch, find your back bend. Slowly we lower back down. So twice more, then we're going to change sides. Left hand down, right arm lifts. And really up to you whether you're pointing or flexing that right foot. Slowly we lower. Last one on this side, left hand down, right arm up and over. If we're lifting the tailbone, maybe you're staying seated for now. Perfectly fine, just make sure you're listening to your body. Slowly we find our way into that forward fold, stretching through the left hip all the way up into the left shoulder. And coming all the way up to sitting. So from here we're going to change sides, so we can stretch the legs out, give the feet a little bit of a wiggle as we point and flex the feet. We're going to slide the left foot so the heel's just off the mat, bend into the right knee, so the knees out to the right side, foot is by the left thigh. Because this is the baby variation, the hopefully more gentle variation for your body, but this will vary for everyone. We're going to have the right hand for that support, even though it's the left leg we're stretching out. Left hand starts on the thigh. As we lift the left arm up, decide whether this is your back bend with the tailbone on the mat, or maybe we're lifting the tailbone but still reaching up, or we're starting to arch back and over. Focusing on your breath. When you're ready, we slowly sit the tailbone down and land left arm to left leg, where we might be on the thigh or the shin. Sweep the right arm out and up, finding your ear. So we're focusing on this side stretch rather than trying to overreach for the toes. That might happen in time. Looking out to the sides, we're focusing on bringing the left ear down towards the knee. Slowly we lift, right hand down, left arm lifts, maybe we lift the tailbone, maybe from there we arch back. Slowly we lower, place that arm as we raise the other arm up and over. Slowly find your back bend, right hand down, left arm lifts. Slowly we lower, left arm to left leg, right arm up and over. Twice more in your own time, right hand down, left arm lifts, maybe we lift the tailbone, maybe we arch back. Slowly we lower, left arm to left leg, right arm up and over. Last one, right arm down, left arm lifts. Slowly we sit down, place that left arm onto the left leg, reaching the right arm up and over. Slowly we lift, stretching both legs out, give them a little bit of a wiggle, point and flex the feet. So let me know in the comments below, do you feel that you're more of a forward folder or a back bend? Did you prefer the baby wild thing compared to the full variation if you've worked with that one? Did you prefer the head towards the knee pose? Did you prefer that one with the side stretch, or have you had to go mainly with folding, drawing your forehead or the chin down towards the knee? So let me know how you get on. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I'll place a button here and I'll place a link here and here for another back bend and forward fold practice. Thank you very much and I'll see you next week. Namaste.